What's up, guys? Today we are going to be taking an in-depth look at Vladov. Um, we just had 2x ancient, or we just had ancient summoning this weekend, and maybe you didn't get those Legos that you're looking for, or um, something really that you thought that was going to be valuable. But if you pulled Vladov, I'm hoping to change your mind on what you think about him because he has completely changed my Guild Boss team around as far as damage. As far as his kit goes, his ultimate, when triggered, converts 16% of max HP into attack and loses 10% of current HP per second. Eliminating a target recovers 10% of HP. The skill lasts for 20 seconds. Not that good. Might be better in some PvE where you're actually killing things. But the real reason I am using him is 25% chance triggered by attacks, deal 180 AoE damage up to 5 targets in the front semicircle area, and apply bleed effect on the targets. This bleed effect is huge as far as boosting your physical damage. 25% doesn't seem that high, but once you get into his awakenings, you get an extra 10% for his first awakening. And then if you're just building him with high attack speed, or higher attack speed, that bleed is going to be up pretty much the whole run. Second is crit rate. Third, once HP drops below 20%, restore 10% for the first 5 seconds. This effect can only be triggered one time per deployment. More attack speed. And when the talent effect reaches 5 stacks, increases damage by 15%. I saw a huge jump too when I got to him, Awaken 5 with him. But I will go through on Nightmare 4 and I will run my old team. I'm not going to run it to completion because I don't want to use the whole key. But I will run, before using him, I was using A-Bomb. Just because I don't have a ton of options in my clan boss or guild boss team. Build for him is pretty good. I got him in teaching still. So let's go in here. We will take him out and add A-Bomb. Do we need... We're not going to use any of these, so it doesn't really matter. Man, I did that horribly. For this, so I was going through, I was doing very well, and then I was just having an issue with the third shield. If you're newer, or you haven't done Nightmare 4 yet, the third shield is always a pain. It just requires a lot of burn, a lot of quick damage, and I wasn't getting it with the team. So first phase, we're about 4,600. Going into phase 2. We'll try to remember that for the next run. Mary's somebody I'm looking to eventually replace. She brings a lot with the 2 invulnerabilities, but I would just much rather have somebody doing damage and good damage. I just don't have a lot of options right now. So we're coming down to about the third shield. And just not enough damage. We're close. Really close. So about 11,000. I could let this run, but I don't want to trust A-Bomb living because I don't know if I tweaked his set since last time. But now we will throw in Vladov. Oops. I could have done an auto, it didn't really matter. But I'd rather run it. Let's pull A-Bomb. Throw in Vladov. I could have also made sure they were wearing the same set, but honestly, they're just built way different as far as what I need from which. Also, this time we'll look at the top and we'll take a notice at how often bleed is going to be up. And it should be up pretty much most of the time. Like if you're seeing it hasn't really fell off yet. It fell off there and it went right back. So as far as an epic goes, I think he is by far the best at keeping that bleed up. So we were at 4,800 going into phase 2 last time. So we're about equal. See, just constantly have that bleed up. I was way behind there. And wasn't punished. See, we're already just about where we were in the last fight. Let's be a little quicker with our ults this time too. Don't screw up now. It's talking so good. There we go. And third shield down. Bleed is just constantly up. So now we are going to pull her, drop that. We didn't quite hit 2,100 or 21,000, but as you see, it is a big jump. So I was constantly hitting, like, if I survived that first wave, I would get to 12,000. But it was usually about 12 to 14,000. But once I started using Vladov, it was just instant 20s. Yesterday, I'm pretty sure I hit 21.5. Timings were probably a little off today. I was trying to make a videos. I'm not hitting perfect ults. But yeah, I would 100% recommend trying out Vladov. He's worth your skill crystals. He's worth the investment. If you're somebody like me that only has a lot of physical damage, that extra bleed damage is so big. It made the taking down that shield so much easier. Yeah, like as far as if you want to look at the other builds real quick. Silas, probably my best build on my account, with hats being a close second. Oh, as far as artifact goes, I got a nether there. Really enjoy Shadow Gaze on her. I would, if I had more nethers, like if you see this is only base, I would probably use one on her, but I think this is way better than Idril's Gaze for her on Guild Boss at least. I got Deimos and Crystal Vileness. I had Wrath in this, but my Wrath has more attack speed and was just doing more damage, so I put him in Scarlet Hunt. Wrath build, fast. This build what could be definitely a little bit faster. I've been constantly trying to tweak his build here and there. He's also in Scarlet Hunt. And then for my LON, she's in Orb and Vig set. And then I think my Dolores is in Vig as well with Ancestral Teachings. So yeah, that's my Guild Boss team. I'm still not hitting the 20k on Nightmare 3 though, for whatever reason. Well, I know the reason. The shield is harder, or the shield is worth less in Nightmare 3, so I'm getting close. Yesterday I was at 19.2, so hopefully within like the next week we break that barrier and can start hitting top chest in here as well. But yeah, leave your comments below if you have any questions on Vladov that I can answer for you. Throw them in the comments. Any other feedback is awesome. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, thank you guys for checking this out. See ya.